Eskay fixed Lifeweaver, and I'm begging for these changes to stay. Please, my boy is fucking fun now. Please keep him this way. Please. Look, the patch has its downsides. The battle pass is lazy, the cosmetics are pretty mid, and we're still waiting on Space Ranger news. However, the Overwatch team has given content creators the freedom to shine in this arcade game mode. Shout out to Eskay, my personal hero of the day, who absolutely crushed it with the support role changes. I may not agree with every support change, but one thing's for sure. Eskay nailed Lifeweaver. It's support, not healer, a phrase that's all too familiar in the Overwatch community. But what does it really mean when we're playing heroes like Lifeweaver, who are essentially heal bots? There must be a place for them in the meta, or Blizzard wouldn't have introduced them as new heroes in Overwatch 2. So how do we make the most of these heroes? The answer lies in their utility. It's not just about healing, it's about providing value to the team in other ways. Whether it's through crowd control, shields, or damage, support heroes can bring so much more to the table. Let's stop being cautious and embrace the potential of heroes like Lifeweaver. Thanks to Eskay's changes, my boy's finally making a real impact on the game. No more playing it safe. This is Lifeweaver. Full frontal. Thank God, I love to see it. So, here are the changes. Thorn Volley. Damage per projectile increased from 6 to 7. Weapon swap speed increased by 100%. Life Grip. Cooldown reduced from 19 seconds to 15 seconds. Pedal Platform. Now has 2 charges. Jump height boost increased by 50%. Okay, so here's the one thing I could go without. I'm not a fan of the Thorn Volley changes. While I believe Lifeweaver needs damage potential to fulfill his player fantasy, seamlessly weaving in and out of combat, dealing damage and healing, the current damage output feels excessive. The increased weapon swap speed is a welcome change, but considering the dev team's recent nerfs to Lifeweaver, I doubt they intend for him to compete with Kiriko, Baptiste, and Moira in terms of damage. If they need to nerf something, I'm willing to sacrifice this aspect. In contrast, Eskay's other changes to Lifeweaver are definitely worth considering, at least. The cooldown on Life Grip has been hindering its potential, limiting its usage to solely defensive situations. With a cooldown reduction from 19 seconds to 15 seconds, Lifeweaver players can now explore more aggressive plays, utilizing Life Grip to pull allies into better positions for a kill. This change unlocks new possibilities for the hero, transforming Life Grip into a versatile tool that's not just limited to defense. While I understand that reducing Life Grip's cooldown from 19 seconds to 15 seconds might be too drastic for the dev team's vision, I'd be willing to compromise and shave off only 2 seconds instead of 4. The current cooldown is just too long, and Wife Stealer needs to be able to take the game by the balls and do what he wants, at least a little bit. However, one aspect that absolutely needs to remain is the 2 charges on Pedal Platform. This is the most distinctive and innovative part of Lifeweaver's kit, and it doesn't disrupt the gameplay flow like Life Grip can. With only 1 charge, Pedal Platform's potential is severely limited, restricting Lifeweaver's movement and interactions with other players in a match. The 2 charges are essential to unlocking Lifeweaver's strength in a growing roster of characters and creating exciting gameplay opportunities. While many players, including myself, use Pedal Platform primarily for personal positioning and convenience, I also recognize its potential for strategic team play. Occasionally, I'll place a platform on the ground and alert a hit-scan DPS teammate to help them access high ground. However, with 2 pedal platforms at my disposal, I can adopt a more assertive approach. I can use this ability not only to create opportunities for my team, but also to hinder the enemy, adding a new layer of depth to Lifeweaver's gameplay. What throws me most when playing Lifeweaver, beyond providing healing support to my teammates, that's obvious, that's what I love to do, I have a video about it. It's the ability to counter enemy plays. I derive immense satisfaction from using Pedal Platform to lift an Orisa into the air, nullifying her ultimate, or elevating teammates to safety just as Reinhardt's Earth Shatter is about to strike. The potential for offensive interactions with Pedal Platform is vast, but its impact is significantly curtailed by the limitation of only 1 platform existing at a time. The possibility of having 2 pedal platforms would unlock a new level of strategic play and creativity, allowing me to more effectively counter enemy moves and turn the tide of battle in our favor. My reasoning is as follows. If the Overwatch team intends to release supports similar to Mercy, like Lifeweaver, they must enhance their abilities to impact the game state, as Eskay has done. While excessive healing can be detrimental, leading to prolonged and stagnant matches, it's essential to recognize that supports can offer more than just healing or damage. By focusing a support's power budget on engaging utility and combat interactions, we can enrich the gameplay experience and skill expression of defensive supports. Why not explore this potential and create a more dynamic and engaging gameplay environment? I'm willing to fight for this one aspect of Lifeweaver's kit, the 2 pedal platforms. If I had to choose, I'd rather see his healing abilities nerfed again than sacrifice the versatility and strategic potential that comes with having 2 platforms. This is my non-negotiable, the line in the sand that I'm willing to defend passionately. And you know what? While we're on the subject of characters like Mercy, let's talk about the Angelic Doctor herself. Eskay's change to her was as follows. Guardian Angel, cooldown reduced from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. Resurrect, cast time reduced from 1.75 seconds to 1 second. Cooldown reduced from 30 seconds to 18 seconds. Allies resurrected are now only temporarily alive for 10 seconds. Valkyrie, resets Resurrect cooldown. I've long believed that Resurrect, in its current form, is a toxic game design element that needs revision. Eskay's solution, although unpopular among some Mercy mains on Reddit, is the only way Resurrect should function in Overwatch going forward. It's a game changer that encourages supports to think critically about when to use their utility. In Overwatch, a single kill can significantly swing the momentum of a match. Mercy's abilities are balanced with this in mind, as she can reverse this momentum shift with her Resurrect. However, the current implementation essentially erases the death, negating any consequences. Eskay's rework offers a compelling alternative. The player who died still faces punishment for their mistake, but is given a brief 10-second window to attempt a desperate comeback or utilize their ultimate to even the odds. This revision introduces a thrilling layer of strategy and tension to teamfights. Mercy's potential to resurrect twice in a single teamfight is a game changer, amplifying her role as a guardian angel. While she can't permanently undo death, she can temporarily defy it, wielding it as a powerful tool unlike any other hero in the game. This ability to manipulate death's consequences aligns perfectly with her fantasy, making her an even more formidable and dynamic force on the battlefield. Even when Mercy's ultimate was a full team resurrect, higher ranked players knew that saving everyone at once wasn't always the best strategy. Instead, they used it to swing momentum, a playstyle that coined the term tempo res. Reviving 2 teammates at the right moment could turn the tide of battle, making it a more effective and impactful choice than waiting for a dramatic feels-bad moment for the enemy team. This approach showcased Mercy's true potential, not just a resurrecting ability, but a tool for manipulating the flow. I believe this rework marks a return to Mercy's original intent, emphasizing the Resurrect's true purpose. Resurrect should never have been a permanent reversal of an enemy's success. Instead, it should have always been a temporary reprieve, giving allies a fleeting second chance to turn the tide. This design aligns with the game's core principles, acknowledging that a player's success should be respected, while still allowing Mercy to make a meaningful impact. By making Resurrect temporary, we reinforce the importance of strategy and teamwork over permanent reversals. Ultimately, if Blizzard fails to take away valuable lessons from this game mode, it wouldn't be a surprise. However, I remain optimistic that they will recognize the potential and innovation that Eskay's changes have brought. At the very least, I hope that Blizzard will give Eskay the creative freedom to continue making impactful changes, paving the way for a brighter future for Overwatch's game design. So yeah, Widowmaker one-shots suck, but it also sucks to res them. Like what?